sorry guys, I know like my face looks really red right now. It's because I'm like in my room and I'm kind of like hot right now, and I'm wearing a long sleeve, so that's why I'm red, other than the fact that I'm always kind of red, like my face naturally. But I do have some foundation already on top right here because I did my eyebrows. I did a tutorial on that, so you guys want to see that, just go ahead and click on my channel and it should be like right, I don't know if I'm gonna post this video first or after my eyebrow video, but it's gonna be like either on top or the bottom of this video. So click on that if you guys want to see how I did my eyebrows. But okay, so I'm gonna show you guys how I start off like prepping my skin for the actual foundation. Okay, believe it or not, but what I use to moisturize my skin with, or like my face, is baby lotion, the Johnson's baby lotion. I really like this. It like, I don't know, it doesn't make my skin oily, and I really like it. It's like sensitive, it's for babies, so like, you know. So I'm gonna go ahead and rub that on my face. Look, watch my face get super red right now. I already see it through the camera. I'm looking through my mirror and it's like so red. Okay. And after that, what I like to spray on my face, I like to spray the Mario Badescu spray, the green one. And I'll just go ahead and spray that. I'm just focusing on the bottom right now because I have like this going on right now. So I'll let that kind of dry in a little bit. But meanwhile that dries, I'm gonna show you guys the foundations I use. I still use the same ones. I use the Fenty in the shade 130 and the Maybelline Superstay in the shade 112. You can see the Walmart tag, oops. But I really like this. I haven't changed it because I tried out the Too Faced Burn This Way, and I honestly, in my opinion, I didn't like it. I felt like it was too like it was light coverage for me, and I don't know if it was just probably that shade or something that I used, but I know it's my shade for sure. But I just didn't like the formula. And I also did try out, I know I tried out a different one, I forgot which one it was. I don't know. But the thing is, I didn't want to buy it because I didn't like it. So I really thought I was gonna like it, but I didn't. But that's why I'm staying to these two still. So I'm gonna go ahead and I use 2 pumps of the Superstay, and I use 1 pump of the 130. Oh, it doesn't want to come out. Just because it is kind of yellow, but then at the same time, look at my neck. It's like pretty yellow. And then what I use to apply my foundation with is the Morphe M439. And this one came in the James Charles brush collection. And I honestly love this brush. So, let me just scoot up. Okay, so you guys are going to see how like pigmented the foundation comes off with this brush. Okay, ready? Look at that. Look at that. I'll like usually just spread it on my face. Just do this. I'll just do that. And after I do this, I will like usually go in, because you could kind of see like those big streaks. But once I tap it in, there's no more streaks. But you kind of see like the little bristles on my skin, like if you're up close, of course. And I honestly don't like that. So now I'll go in with my Morphe sponge and I'll dip into a little bit more foundation, whatever's left. There's not much left, but whatever's left. And then I just like to start blending it out with this sponge, and it makes everything like so smooth. I feel like sponges are honestly the way to like kind of like airbrush the look, you know what I mean? I honestly like love these foundations so much just because like they're super full coverage. Like the Fenty, I don't know if it's full coverage by itself. I think it's kind of like buildable, but I know the Superstay is full coverage and that's why I love it so much. But it is more oily if you use it by itself. Well, that's what I think. That's how it reacts to my like skin after a while. It gets oily. But mixing these two, because the Fenty is more dry it's like a perfect combo. It like evens it out, and it's like it doesn't get oily until like I'm literally about to wash off my makeup. Well, no, I lied. Like an hour before I usually wash off my makeup, that's when my skin will start getting oily, which is not that bad, honestly. Okay, so now that I have this blended out, taking whatever's left on the sponge, I'm gonna use it to blend out my forehead, just because when I did my eyebrows, I didn't get all the spots on my forehead. And then right now we're gonna apply some concealer, because I do now wear concealer just because I love how it like brightens up my under eye. I really like how it kind of gives more like structure to my face. I don't know if that's like the correct word to use, but we'll just use that word for now. Okay, I'm just like gonna finish up blending out some final spots. Okay, so now for concealer, I like to use the ColourPop No Filter concealer. I like it because it's like really white, and it blends out like so good, and it like blends in with the foundation too, like really nice. So usually what I like to do is one swipe and then go right in with the sponge, because I don't want it to leave it like a mark on where I actually applied it. And then just start blending it downwards, and you see how like much it starts to already brighten up my under eye. So I'm like making weird face because like I'm trying to get in that crease. That crease is so annoying to get in. I'm like trying so hard. Look at that. You guys see that's so annoying. Okay. So that looks pretty nice. I think it looks pretty nice. I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing to the other eye. Alright, so now I went ahead and did this eye too, and now I'm gonna apply some to my chin. Just because when I put on my powder, it oxidizes and it kind of like doesn't match my neck. So I like to apply this to make it match my neck. And it works perfectly. And I love this concealer also because it's like the perfect amount of coverage. You could go on it on top, and then it's buildable. But for me, I don't want it to be too like heavy. It's like just perfect. And with oh my god, I swear I can never freaking talk in my videos. With whatever's left on the sponge, I like to just like blend in the middle of my forehead, just to kind of even everything out. Like that. So now we're gonna apply some powder. For powder, I'm using the Airspun Loose Face powder. It looks like this. I have the cap, but like I have the powder right here. And I'm taking this flat side of the sponge, and I just kind of like dip it in like that, and then I right away start packing it on my under eyes like this. And then I go to the other side and do that side real quick too. And then from there, I do one side of my nose and bring it inwards to my eye like that. And then I do the other side the same. And after this, I go to my chin. And then I go to the sides of my face right here. I like bake my whole face because I want it to stay all day, so I bake it all. Other side of my face. And then with the little like edge of this, I like to go on the crease of my nose. And then bring it to my upper lip. And then now I dip in it again, and I go to the top of one eyebrow. See how it lines up really nicely? And then I like blend it to the side. And then one more time, and to the other eyebrow. Bring it to the side, and then I kind of use whatever's left to pack it on in the middle of my eyebrow. And after that, that is what I do to set my face. And after that, I take my Morphe M527 brush and just dust everything off. Whirl it around my face to get any spot that I missed. I always have my mirror here to like be looking down. Blend that powder down to my neck. And then for my forehead, blend that out. I dust it off. I kind of grab the brush right here to make it a little bit thinner to reach these places right here. And then usually next what I'll do is I'll grab the Morphe E48 brush, which is like this little tapered brush, like it looks like this. It's just tapered. And I like to do this. I like to use this to blend the nose, the side of the nose, and I kind of blending it out, it like removes like the extra powder and like foundation that was built up there and make it super even so then it doesn't crease. So I like to do that. And then go to my under eyes and go like this to get in those creases to buff everything out. Any spots that I couldn't get with the big brush, I get it with this brush. And that evens out everything. And then again, I dust off the rest. And it should look like that. I like to set this powder. I spray the Mario Badescu spray on the sponge on the side that we didn't put powder on my face. And now what I like to do is I like to push in those powders before I apply bronzer and highlight. Just a quick little tap, just so then like we could see what we're doing in those other powders and not kind of like making it seem like the bronzer's on top, but it's like actually not because those powders are in the way. So now I'm gonna take my bronzer. Oops, my spray fell. I'm gonna take the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil. I don't know how to say that, but this little bronzer, it looks like this. And I also like to take my Morphe 8L palette. It looks like this. It's kind of beat up, as you could tell. I like to use these shades a lot. And I'm going to take my, where's that? I like to use this brush. It's like so bomb to like bronze and contour, the E4 brush. And I like to go into Literati. I said that's so weird. I like to swirl it around there. And I use this as my transition shade for my bronzer. And I kind of like to start just plain putting that on. Kind of start building it up a little bit. You can see my face is already starting to get a little bit warmer. And then, ooh, my sword is dirty. Same thing to the side. And I like to take this shade to my forehead. And I kind of only like to take this shade because it's not too harsh, but it does give my forehead some color. Okay, so now after that, then I like to take this Too Faced bronzer. It's like, dude, it actually tastes good too. Like, I literally, when I like put it on and I'm breathing through my mouth, the little powders fall in my mouth and then I could taste it. It literally tastes like chocolate. Sometimes I just want to eat it all. So I like to apply some of that for a little bit more bronze. Oh my god, they taste bomb. I honestly need to buy this in a bigger what do you call it? I don't know what to call it. Another, what's the word for it? Pan? Pot? I don't know. I just need to find a bigger one. That's all I know. I need to buy another one too. And then whatever's left on this brush, then I like to take it a little bit on the sides of my temple. Not all the way up, but like just to the sides of my temple. And then kind of define my jawline that I don't have. Bottom of my lip and a little bit on the bottom of my nose. Okay, you guys, so for my favorite part, you guys already know, highlight. I'm gonna be highlighting my face now. And okay, I'm gonna set my face again like I did with the first time I put on powder. kind of set that real quick. Just so then the foundation, the highlight goes on pretty good. Okay, hold on. Let me get my other palette, the James Charles palette, because that freaking highlight in there, oh my god, let me tell y'all. Okay, let me snatch it. This shade right here is like the best thing ever. Okay, ready? Oh, hold on. Let me show you guys a trick. I think I showed you guys before. I don't know. But this will make your highlight 10 times better. Spray your sponge again. And in the spots where you put on highlight, tap on it and you'll feel it pretty wet. But don't do it just yet. Do it until you feel when it's almost drying, but you can still, it's kind of wet. You know what I mean? So now that I already did this side is good. So taking the Morphe M501 brush, gonna be dipping into that highlight and just start. You see that? That is how you get such blinding highlight. Let them know Kayla sent you. Let them know. Sent you. Let them know Kayla showed you. Ooh. See that? Okay, this side kind of dried a little bit, so I'm just gonna tap on it real quick. Here we go, ready? Look at that. That is bomb. Use my hashtag makeup by laguera on Instagram if you guys do this step with your highlight. I want to see you guys' highlight. This is so bomb. Look at that. Blinding. I'm looking at the mirror. Okay. So I was about to end the freaking recording, but I forgot I need to do my nose highlight. Push on the nose. Cupid bow too, because we're gonna do that today too. Grab that highlight and ooh. Look at that. And then I like to just set it again, going on top of it with the wet sponge, and it will push down the powders and it'll make it melt to your skin. Look at that. That's how to get a no filter Instagram highlight. And then to finish off the foundation or like face makeup, again, just like to spray my face one last time. And like kind of, I'm not trying to open my eyes right now because I have eyeliner. And if I open them, it'll literally like transfer to the top because it just got wet. Let that dry up. I'm gonna just pat it a little bit because I feel some spots that like sprayed like larger drops than others. Okay. Alright guys, so this is the final look on the foundation. This is how I do my foundation literally like every day. Well, when I do my like makeup. The highlight, I most likely always use this one, but if I don't, I just use the highlight that comes in the Morphe 8L palette, which is a Supernova. This one right here. Wait, this one right here. As you can see, I hit pan on that one. I really like that one, but I am loving more the James Charles one. That one's the one I've been using recently. Like every time I do my makeup, that's the highlight I have on. But yeah, this is how the foundation looks. If you guys are wondering what lip gloss I'm wearing the Anastasia Beverly Hills Diamond Lip Gloss. It looks like this. Dude, this literally matches my freaking highlight. It's so pretty. So that's what it looks like. But as always, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys like this video and really like how I do my foundation. I will be trying to do a drugstore version on how I do my foundation, but I still need to find some products that like work for my skin so then I can recommend them to you guys to use. But as always, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and also don't forget to follow all my social medias. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.